Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I just want to start with a bit of housekeeping. So there has been a scammer alert. I did post it over the weekend. I was meaning to do a video over the weekend, but time just flew away. It was a very busy weekend. So the scammer alert, obviously, I do not email you, I do not contact you, I never ask you for money. If I do send you a message, it's because you have messaged me, all right? Also, thank you to everyone who is helping to grow our channel, and thank you to people who are messaging me and are wanting me to provide advice. Where possible, I do so. However, my time is quite restricted at the moment. Also, it's very difficult for me to give you advice, in a situation. It's important. I don't know the whole story. You haven't entered into a, therapeutic or coaching agreement with me. It's important you do seek advice. Therapy can certainly help. And for those of you in Australia, if money is, it's not in your budget to see a therapist, you can get a mental health care plan, and there are bulk billing psychologists or mental health social workers you may be able to engage with. It is important you work through your situation and you see things as clearly as you can. Now, I know we use the term narcissist, but the reality is that it's not so much going to be about the narcissist anymore. It's going to be about yourself. It's going to be about what occurred, what were the correction points that allowed this to begin, I suppose, although it's definitely not a person's fault, because there's a lot of conning that goes on and everything else. But more importantly, what's keeping you stuck now? So that has to be your number one priority, and there's a lot of deep diving that needs to occur, a lot of going into that rabbit hole, and it can be really quite confusing at times, and healing does take time, and it is not linear, meaning that healing is a messy journey. And it's with us really for our whole lifetime. That's how we grow. That's how we expand consciousness. That's how we understand more about ourselves. All right, I hope that's helped. Now let's go into today's topic. Signs the narcissist wants you to break up. Now, this is important we understand that the narcissist, because they are cowards, narcissists because they usually don't want to break it up because they don't want people to think bad of them. They also don't want to give you closure. They will start to do things to make it so that you break up with them. Now, they like this because they haven't had to do any heavy lifting. They also can always turn around and say, it was you who broke up. But also, what can occur here is that the narcissist is then quite free to go and do whatever they want. Now, usually if they want you to break up with them, if they're showing you some pretty shoddy behavior, it's because there is someone new on the scene, hidden. It's important we understand that narcissists rarely do they not have new supply. That's quite rare. I'm talking narcissist in the truest sense of the word here. Very low empathy or no empathy, possibly sociopathic, I should say, with no conscience or low conscience. So the narcissist is going to start doing a few of these things. They're going to start delaying how often they respond to you. They're going to start seeing you get desperate. They quite like this too, by the way, because they're quite cruel. It gives them a confidence boost. Narcissists are also going to not plan anything for you to do on your weekends together. They could possibly just come and just sit down if you go around to their place, or if you're with them. There's no effort, there's no energy. They start to lose their cool more often, so you can't really say anything. Their defensiveness is at an all-time high. You start second guessing yourself. You start asking to talk about the relationship. Not only that, you start feeling that there's something going on. You can actually feel the emotional disconnect. So narcissists do start to give you signs that they want you to break up with them. They will say things like, I never bail on my partner. I know that we're always going to work things out. So then this keeps you accepting any crumbs that they give you. But this narcissist does want you to break up with them. Now, oftentimes, narcissists will go and find new significant others because they want to make their ex jealous. That's right. It's incredible the things that can occur here in the name of love. Now, when their ex no longer responds and does not care, in fact, the ex can be quite relieved that they've gone on to new supply because they've realized what a waste of time they were, and they realize that this person is not who they thought they were, and so they can be quite relieved. Now, the narcissist is no longer getting the reaction from the ex because they believe that the ex was always going to be there, chase them, they could rub it in, I've got someone new now, but none of this happens. Now the narcissist has played themselves because possibly the person that they did grab as a new supply, they don't really fancy. They just did this so that they could be jealous. Well, now the narcissist finds themselves quite bored with this new supply. Possibly he or she doesn't quite, never really was anything that they truly wanted, but they were just using. So these things can also occur. It's important you begin to become aware of your body, of what is occurring for you. Are you anxious? If you can't talk to your partner about what's going on in the relationship, then you possibly are going to need to start to find out or start to see things beyond what you're actually seeing, yeah? And start to expand in your, is this healthy? Is this normal? She says that she wants to be with me, but she's never here. He's not making any plans with me. I'm always having to, to plan things or do things. So start to see what is going on, and your body definitely will tell you, because our mind, hijacks all of this because it wants to believe in the happily ever after. Also, another thing that the narcissist will do when they want you to leave them, they'll stop making plans for the future. All of a sudden, the Christmases, whatever you had planned, don't exist anymore. They'll also start picking up things. They'll start telling you, things that you're doing that are wrong. If they are having sex with another person, then this is when it starts really getting messy for the partner of the narcissist. It's like you can feel that someone else is there. If you go on a holiday with them, you know that there's something going on. They're always having to leave to go make calls. You just know that things aren't right. So will the narcissist want to break up with their significant other without having something new on the side? Maybe. And they might just want to break because, they get bored. But oftentimes there's something, that they've got other plans. They know what they're doing. And for any of you who have had to hear that they need time on their own, or they have to go find themselves, they've got too much work to do, don't believe it. Relationships are relationships. If you're in a relationship, then you make time for that relationship. If you need to talk about things, then you make time. If you need a bit of time apart, then you definitely can communicate that as well. All right, I hope that's helped. Take lots of care, and I'll see you again next time.